Do you know what's funny? There are loads of headlines about why people don't like Meghan Markle. Her brand, her wardrobe, her awkward PR rollouts, her pregnant twerking clip.
Did you see my baby mama dance?
Yes. But when you really look at the pattern, there's one thing that keeps popping up again and again. And it's not just what people are saying, it's how they are saying it. It's subtle, it's consistent, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. So today we're diving into scandal for scandal's sake. We're looking at the one thing that truly pushes people away from Meghan Markle. And spoiler alert, it's not the rosé. Let's get to the crunch. So let's start here. In a recent podcast interview, Meghan Markle said this: "I'd like people to tell the truth." And she was talking about how she'd rewrite the narrative around her. But critics didn't hold back. The royal commentator Samara Gill said, "She is a constant liar and her whole brand is built on a spin of lies," whilst another expert added, "I don't trust a word that this woman says." So strong words, yes. But where is all this heat really coming from? Because we've seen celebrities bounce back from worse. And the difference here is that with Meghan, there's never any self-awareness. No pause, no, maybe I got that wrong. Just a very curated blame game every single time. Let's map it out, shall we? When the press turned on her, the firm was behind it. When the Archetypes podcast fizzled, Spotify didn't support her. When the brand launch stumbled, the public didn't understand the vision. When her royal life was hard, it was the palace, the press, the protocols. It's always someone else's fault. Critics have said she spins stories like fairy tales, where she's always the misunderstood heroine. But in reality, there's a trail of broken relationships, soured business deals, and a whole lot of PR rewrites. And the problem lies with one person, not everybody else. It's like watching someone rearrange the furniture whilst the house is on fire and blaming the fire brigade for not liking the curtains. So what is the number one reason people really don't like Meghan? It is because she never takes responsibility. That's it. In a world where we value honesty, humility, growth, she projects confidence without vulnerability, image without insight, and worst of all, she talks about the truth like it's something owed to her, not something she owes herself or the rest of the world. We all mess up, we all get it wrong, but people connect with the ones who say, yep, that one was on me. Meghan has never done that, not publicly, not once. Hugo Vickers put it plainly: no one would listen to Meghan if she hadn't married Harry. Even her recent claim that the media just won't stop lying landed flat. And why? Because her critics don't see a woman fighting for the truth. They see someone dodging accountability whilst building a brand out of being mistreated and authentic. You can't lecture the world about honesty when you never take an honest look in the mirror. And audiences, they know. They've dealt with that kind of person before. At work, in families, in friendship circles. We've all met a Meghan Markle. So next time someone asks you why Meghan Markle keeps rubbing people up the wrong way, here's your answer. It's not the outfits. It's not the podcasts. It's not even the eye-roll-worthy branding. It's her absolute refusal to say, maybe that was my fault. And when someone can't do that, when they can never take the blame, it stops being empowering and starts becoming exhausting. So let me know in the comments, do you think she can change the narrative, or is she too deep in the royal victim brand? Someone said she is anything but authentic. She more constipated. Her expressions were very tight, clenching muscles, anger and disgust written all over her face, trying to fake it with a smile, but the jawline and the face muscles were fighting each other. I love taking a little dip into the body language because You can lie through your teeth, Meghan Markle, but sometimes your body language and your micro expressions tell us the truth, even if you don't want them to. Someone else said, Meghan has no idea what the truth is. I would love the royal family, Trevor, all of those that signed NDAs to tell the truth. Soon wipe that nauseating grin off of her face. Absolutely. You can't scream for the fact that the one thing you would change in your history is people would come forward and tell the truth. But when you have legally forced them to sign something that says they are not allowed to tell the truth, it's remarkably funny, actually. And someone else said, golly, I hope Emma asked Meghan if she was okay. And that's a reference to one of her first interviews as a royal, in which I think she was in Africa helping people in very difficult situations, women that have been abused in a country in which that is completely acceptable. She was around people that didn't have clean running water, etc. And the interviewer asked her, are you okay? And she clearly doesn't want to come across like she's okay, and she certainly seems like she's not okay. But when you're standing next to someone who has been through a lot more than you and doesn't even have clean drinking water, do you know what? Just say that you're okay. Even if you feel a bit off that day, just say, yes, thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm great, actually, and I'm loving helping these people who are in a very difficult situation. But no, she had to stand up and say that she wasn't quite okay behind the scenes. And obviously that is a reference to that. But that was one of the worst, I must say, Meghan moments. Very tone deaf. The timing did not land. So hit like if you think that one of the reasons that Meghan Markle really doesn't sit well with people is due to the fact that she cannot take accountability.